So respect and salute. How did we get to that name? I mean, it's catchy. It's directly to the point. It's masculine and it's strong. How did we get there?
We made a song. It's great. After we made the first song, we was out of town, and we made a song called "Real Nigga Salute." You know what I'm saying? It wasn't our name. Our group was 3 the Hard Way at first.
Started off 3 the Hard Way.
Us and Boski, and Real Nigga Salute became the name. And you know, that we rolled with that for a little while. Had a lot of people, you know, representing and whatever. But we got to a point my senior year. Matter of fact, I talked to Mark about it last night. Marcus, shout out to Marcus. He told me, he said, y'all don't remember what I asked y'all, you know what I'm saying, we was with Tundra around that time. And I was like, what you say? He said, man, I questioned y'all about y'all name, you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I mean, wanting to, you know what I mean, like we going to a whole nother level with it.
Right.
How did that name go a whole way?
Right.
And we never thought about it.
Right.
That's right. But we were just thugging making music, right? That's all, you know what I'm saying?
Having fun.
Yeah, we wasn't even letting people listen to our music. Like we was keeping it like, you know what I'm saying, bottled up.
Yeah,
like,
we didn't want people to play it yet. But that problem still kind of leaks into our DNA.
Why is that?
I mean, that's music is our baby. You know what I mean? Like, this is literally all we got. You feel me? Like, it ain't a backup option. I tried to, you know, the industrial, workforce, going to college, football. We were both good in football, but the passion wasn't there. There's no way I'm going to be ahead of the person who got more passion than me, less talent. It happens all the time.
Because the passion is the jet fuel.
Right. So the passion, most consistent thing we ever had was the music. So the fact that we were never even thinking about, okay, what crossing over, you know what I mean, was never really an immediate thought. It was just a dream.
Right.
Changing the name kind of helped steer us to realize, okay, this ain't a dream no more. We really can do this just by having our name. Puts us in a different category than what it would have just kept us in a box just by being called Real Nigga Salute. So it just made sense to
you can get a wider reach and a stronger reach.
And it's still saying the same thing to me. Real Nigga Salute, respect and salute, still the same to me. You know what I mean? So, but it looks better, you know what I mean, and it is more diverse, universal.
You can put that into Walmart,
and then you gotta respect somebody for you saluting them. You can't really you don't really just be, you don't care if people do it. You don't just do that.
And it's making you demand respect too. You know what I mean? Because your name, every time you say it, literally put some respect on my name. Every time. You know what I mean? So,
every time.
And every time, what's y'all name? Respect and salute. Like that, you know what I mean? How do you take that? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think that was probably one of the best decisions we ever made for our career.
Yeah, when you hear respect and salute, it sticks right to you. You know what I mean? You know exactly what that is. I mean, give me something about Bijou, man. What's good with him?
Bijou a real good dude, man. Just ever since we met Bijou always showed that I want to see y'all boys win. You know what I'm saying? Bijou used to throw parties up there in Clemson or whatever, stuff like that. So he, naturally, his mentality was always, you know what I mean? He felt like it was his duty, you know what I'm saying, to do whatever he could to help us. You know what I mean? Help us get to that next level. So, like I said, I met Bijou in 2010. I ain't been able to shake him ever since. You know
so that's 7 years, and discussing on how you can meet somebody, you know, immediately and they rock with you. Then you have people you know for a long time that have not moved like that with you. You know, and
we got music like that. It's a song you ain't never heard, because I say, and nowadays it's old age like Shimmy Wells. They wish me well and I ain't known for a whole year. New crew, no grudges. I swear that means something. You feel me? Like, it's
that's love right there.
Yeah, for real. Love. You know what I mean? I can't wait for you to hear that too.
Yeah, that's love. Because I believe, you know, love recognizes love, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, and especially if you got something dope, you want to build a culture off that dopeness. Tell me, is it important do regions matter? This is a strong question I have, you know, because I believe it was probably that A$AP Rocky generation that was from another region, but was inspired by another region he wasn't from, and use that rap style. You guys travel to another region quite frequently and absorb other sounds, but you guys are from South Carolina.
Right.
So it's give me that balance on how that works, and is that important? Do regions matter anymore?
I think for the experience of like furthering your music and what you can speak about, it's important. But we pretty much stick to our roots. You know what I'm saying? We got a southern sound. We from the South. We keep it, but we do add elements of each region. You know what I mean? It's vital, because if somebody know, like if I mention something, you know what I'm saying, riding down Florin Perk, you know what I'm saying? People in Sacramento already know, oh, he talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like they know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? So it just tie in with, you know what I'm saying, with you know what I'm saying, being able to speak more and talk more about, you know what I mean, different experiences that you went through and what they got going on over there. You see how they move, you see what not to do, what to fall back from. You know what I mean? It's just good experience. You know
it broadens your. I mean, you know, some things that you're able to talk about. Because I mean, when we were here, like before we ever left, I mean, we made music like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I made music for the people I looked at every day, and the things that we went through every day, or the little bit of experience of life that I had.
Right.
Like we just came back from Miami. We got a song called Miami. There was a lot of experiences in that song that before I went to Miami, before he went to Miami, we remade the song. So actually going to Miami this year made everything that we said true.
Wow.
Every single
the power of
thing.
your intention. Right.
Everything.
Right.
I mean, he said something about the Cayman Islands. This man took his family to the Cayman Islands. Before he knew he was going to the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
But even that,
word of my testimony.
Right. So I mean, but even for people who don't really get to travel a lot or leave their area, they, you know, our mind is still always bigger than where you at. So like just actually being able to experience these different regions, you know what I mean? Like we've been in California, but we haven't tried to make that type of music. I'm inspired by the culture.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Very
Inspired by the culture. I think it start to, you know what I'm saying, get a little bit confusing when, you know what I'm saying, like somebody from up north starts only making southern based music that's winning just because it's winning. You know what I mean? It's like, it's different. You know what I mean? But ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But like I said, we just want to keep the roots of where we from tied into our music, no matter where we from.
Right.
But you guys are like the Kyrie Irving of sound, because you guys got so many different handles and different flavors. You know, because there are certain people who make music and it sounds exactly kind of the same. They hone in into a specific, you know, drum pattern.
Right.
The whole nine.
Right. But I mean, I guess, like I said, it's just having a love for music. You know what I mean? Like we have never made like a specific sound. Like it's always been all over the place.
We struggle with that because we question our identity. You know what I mean? Like, dang, what's our sound? And I think that's one of the best things about us, that you don't have a sound. That you don't know what our next record gonna sound like. You don't have a clue what this song gonna sound like. This song not gonna sound anything like the playlist
or the summer EP.
I mean, I listen. I check out a pop record. I might not listen to a whole album, but man, I listen to everything. I like to get inspired by all elements of music. You know what I mean?
Because this is the music business.
Right.
And you a lot of times hip hop artists struggle with the idea of being an entertainer.
Right.
But when you actually just own it, you can be better. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get booked to entertain.
That's what it's about.
You know what I mean? You want them calls to come in, and if you don't know how to, you know, connect with a crowd, you don't know how to identify different groups of people to connect with them and their culture. You sort of like get stuck, right?
That's right. That's right.
Tell me, who you guys' favorite artists? Like, you know, a lot of people have top fives. I make it harder. Top threes. Give me your top threes.
Top three artists.
Artists all together.
Just all artists.
Artists all together. Top three artists.
Artists, man.
No specific order.
No specific order.
No, I'll make that. That's the only easy part. No specific order.
Right. What you got? We doing one together. You doing yours. I'm doing mine.
I don't know. I'll give him mine. I'll just give him mine. I'm gonna go with Outkast.
Okay.
I gotta group them together. That's
Okay.
one. You feel me?
Okay.
Like that just goes without even saying. Like just the sound.
Okay.
I would have to go with Jay-Z second. You know what I mean? Just because of what he is to the culture. And I really like his music. You know what I'm saying? Third. Boy. We just talking music now. You know what I mean? Melodic, bro. I would have to throw Future.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because his sound,
Yes, sir.
he does things nobody has ever done. You know what I mean? And that's inspiring as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So
Give me your favorite Jay-Z song.
I would say the prelude to you feel me? The prelude. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's just the illest thing to me. Like how he killed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't even push the album, but
I agree.
that's just how he just came on
Yeah.
the track.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite albums too.
Yeah.
Kingdom Come.
Underrated.
Yeah, yeah, like
It's very underrated.
It's gonna age very well.
Right.
It's gonna be fine wine in about 20 years. People
Right.
gonna revisit Kingdom Come.
He didn't even
They gonna be
advertise
like,
it, though, right? So
you know, I heard a story about it, like that he was in Africa touring,
okay.
and L.A. Reid couldn't sell enough records at Def Jam, and so they basically hit him up to push Kingdom Come to sell records. Like he didn't intend to put out Kingdom
Oh, okay.
Come.
Because
But he,
okay.
you know, L.A. Reid connected with Guru, and it was like Guru was like, you know, Jay-Z's retired,
Right.
and Jay-Z was like, you need, all right, go ahead, get them.
Because it sounds like one. I mean, you know what I mean. It don't really sound like
It
the
don't
other albums.
as cohesive,
It just
right.
sound like it's
Right.
But
he got some joints on
it's
there.
him, bro.
The
It's
joint he went at Cam on.
Yeah, I think it was the turning point to whole make
Yeah.
like the type of sound, this new era whole
Right,
sound.
right.
Man, you know
That
what
was
I mean?
that was
Like,
the beginning of it.
yeah, because Lost Ones.
Oh my
Lost
Right.
Ones, like Lost Ones is a humongous record.
Right.
That
Lost
record-
Ones could be a 444 record.
Right, man. Come
Right,
on.
right,
Yeah.
And it's
right.
2017.
Yeah, right.
That was in what? 05, 06?
Yeah, right.
06, maybe. 06.
Yeah,
It's not a diss song, it's a real song.
right.
Come on.
And the Minority Report with
Woo! Minority Report.
Neo. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, bro.
Early
Yeah,
Neo.
that's my top three. I'm
Okay.
here, bro. Top 3.
Man, Michael Jackson. For one, we sign artists all the time. This man put on the show. You know what I mean?
I can't
He put
say
on the
anything.
show. This man make you famous from 300 yards away.
Yeah.
You feel me? They seen him pop up at the Super Bowl. That wasn't even him.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And they screaming. You feel me? That's power, man. That's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
an
that's
entertainer.
real.
You know, that's an entertainer. I feel like he made great music. You know what I mean?
Timeless 25 years old.
Timeless
I
music,
can't
bro.
imagine. I'm 28. You know what I
Timeless
mean?
music.
He was already gone.
It is time. You know what I mean? I would love to see him age and get wiser. 'Cause I feel like he had so much information. You know what I mean? At a young age, you know,
Right.
you finding out all this new stuff, and
Right.
then the roots of Panther stuff that you already had inside. You know what I mean? I just with wisdom, I would have loved to see it. You know what I'm saying? Him today, but number 3. Dang, that's tough. I'm gonna say Hov.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Hov, because that's another cultural or iconic, you know what I mean, figure.
Yeah.
And I'm the same way with sports, man. I like the best of the best.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see how nobody like nobody else other than Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
When Michael Jordan was playing ball, how? How Charles Barkley your favorite player?
Right.
Michael
like,
Jordan still playing
and
basketball.
Jordan was playing. Like, how did that happen?
Right, so you know that
Right.
them the 3.
Clyde Drexel was my favorite.
Nah,
Real?
come on, man.
Real?
Never heard nobody tell me that. And I'm not knocking Clyde.
Right. He was nice.
But then also Future, man, like
Yeah.
that's another culture
Yeah.
icon. You know what I mean?
Future is still ahead of his time.
Right.
I'll say that.
We still
Still
catching
ahead
up.
of his time.
The game's still catching up with Future.
Right.
You know
And
what
he
I mean?
might change again. He might give them another like wrinkle that
Right.
they have to contend
Right.
with. Like he's
Right. Because that double album,
right.
the Hendrix.
Wait till he really start rapping. Like he might really start rapping on people, and it might be a problem.
Right. Like, just plug it in. I mentioned Future because he, you know what I'm saying, he said it and I had to piggyback off that, but we gotta mention Drizzy, man. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta mention Drizzy.
That's why I said it's hard for 3. You know what I mean? It just, I was just
Yeah, I
going
make it
off
hard for you. I'm with the top
Right.
3.
I was just going off of how I vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I was to get in the car
right now,
right now,
right now.
Go
so that's good perspective because I like the names that you name, and then the names I name. I feel like we both can agree these are the most iconic. You know what I mean? Figures.
As soon as you said Michael Jackson, I was over there like, dang, I wouldn't even think. I was like, we talking about music.
Right.
Yeah. But you know, that's a lot of times, you know, that is what fuels your artistry and how you approach music. You know, the people who inspire you, you know what I mean? And, you know, so that's, I mean,